What's good? What they do? It's your boy Purple Lips back with another authentic conversation. What's good, family? Welcome back to my channel and all praises to the Most High. Now, today we're gonna be diving into a really interesting discussion, like why some men are drawn towards to so-called pygmy women, and why other women sometimes shame them for having traditional values. But you already know on this channel we look deeper into we look deeper than the surface. So here it is. This is Anton Lapeef. Lapeef. I think that's what the thing is called. The podcast is called. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a reaction. They talking about pygmies and the importance of pygmies and how they get shamed sometimes. Get into it.
Soda Lapeef, let's talk.
What kind of drink do you want? So she's always got that perky attitude wherever you go. But black women don't do that. If a black woman comes to your table, if she's upset about something, yeah, we that ain't on the menu. And it could be a fine dine. Listen, I've been through this. So the beauty of the pick me is that they understand the overall business goal, whether that's the marriage or whether that is the restaurant or etc. And black women, yes, not and again, not all black women are like my example, and not all white women are perky either. But what I'm saying is that black women, particularly, especially if you're young, you're gonna have to embrace that concept of professionalism. It doesn't matter if you're upset. We don't give a shit about that. Oh yeah, you just raw, man. No man want no chick with a raw attitude. We want you to listen. You may not like making sandwiches and bringing me a beer, but at least pretend to do it. Make me happy, and I mean me as all men. Make us happy. Pretend to do it. That is the pick me. Family structure, etc. Are they perfect? No, not at all. However, if you look at their stats and you can just Google it, go to Wikipedia, hey, economically they are better. Societal they are better. I've been around. I actually live in a community. And my friend is in the chat, and we live in a community around Jewish women. They're
better. Please explain.
I was quiet, and I don't understand.
I just want to understand better. I just want to understand better.
Yes, Michael Jordan is better than most NBA players. There's nothing wrong with saying somebody's better at something.
Better than what? Better than who?
They are better at being wives, and whether they are pretending or not, they maintain their marriages for a long time, and they maintain whatever facade. So even if it is pretending, I respect and I love.
Whoops. Ah! Almost got caught with a commercial.
And yes, I have to agree with logic. A lot of the women are pretending. They are putting it on the front. But eventually, the character that you are pretending to be, eventually you actually become that person. I hated wearing suits when I was younger, and I've wore suits so long that I actually fell in love with wearing suits about 10 years ago. But because I saw the inherent power in it. But I used to hate it when I was a teenager. Like, I hate wearing suits. But now I understand it. It makes you more refined. It makes you walk straight. It makes you walk more dignified. And it took me years to figure that out. It hit me one day while I was wearing it, like, oh, I understand it now. So even the pick me, she may not truly understand the essential nature of cooking and cleaning and shutting the fuck up. But eventually it will hit her when she's 27 and she's married to a damn neurosurgeon. I'm hitting out the ballpark with this one, but she's married to a neurosurgeon and she sees all her friends who are 27, 28 at the bar. I'm just doing me. I'm free. And she's gonna say, "Wow, these women are Jezebels. They're harlots. They're unstable. While I'm the stable one." So maybe me pretending, or maybe me putting on a facade at first when I was 20, it worked. Maybe my mom and dad were right. I used to hate their guts, but now maybe they're right. Maybe that's the reason why I'm married and taken care of.
So are you encouraging women to deceive men?
No, what I am encouraging is for the younger people who are watching this, the younger generation. Your generation will be the generation that will fix what we, the millennials, fucked up. And the fact is that yes, even I too, I used to love partying and kicking it and sleeping around. But if I can go back in time, I would have gotten married when I was younger in college. You know, all these black girls that I went to school with, single from college, because we all thought, oh, being single and free, and no, that destroys the fabric of a country when the people are single and frolicking around and having children outside of wedlock, etc. So the pick me, even though she may be pretending or she may be, it may be a facade, eventually she will fall into that role and she will become that person. You ever met somebody who's phony at work? Yeah, they may be phony for the first couple of years. They may be professional, but then eventually you wonder why they get promoted and then they really start taking the stuff serious because they understand the overall picture here of maintaining a company or being a C-suite executive. Yeah, maybe me pretending when I was younger as a lower mid manager, that was all bullshit. But now I'm in a position where I can really influence. And that and maybe the pick me is what women really need to be. What say you, Lady Mocha? You keep yapping and cutting me off. Go ahead. What do you want to talk to me about? What are you yapping about?
I'm not yapping about anything. You said what you had to say, and I chimed in where I had to chime in. So if you want me to yap, I'm more than happy to yap. I'm definitely feeling yappy tonight. So
Can you do me a favor real quick? And I'm not trying to troll. Can you do me a favor?
I don't know.
Can you count? No, I'm listening. Can you count from 20 backwards real quick?
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you're not as okay. All right, okay. You redeemed yourself with me. Okay. Go ahead. Could you okay, never mind. Okay, but yeah, so that's what a pick me is to me. And if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, and then particularly if you are a college student, you have the opportunity to meet someone and become married. Don't listen to all these rappers and these movies and this independent nonsense. You as a woman, you are supposed to be with a man. It's nothing worse than seeing a 30-something.
He's about to say is 100% facts. You know, an old person trying to talk with young values. Even young values should be more mature than what they've been teaching.
Lady drinking.
Oh, my bad.
Amen. It's nothing worse than seeing a 30-something plus year old cat lady drinking wine. Never mind. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Wait, chaotic. You mean don't listen to the rappers that preach?
He was taking shots at the lady down here at the bottom. You know what I mean? But yeah, I totally agree with him. You know, when it comes to the subject of pygmies, you know what I mean? When I hear the term pygmy, you know what I mean? I honestly think what's wrong with being a woman who values being chosen by a good man, like who values building a home, raising children with love, and supporting her family. Like I don't that's not desperation to me. You know what I mean? That's devotion. You know what I mean? Like that's a legacy that she's chasing. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, sometimes like independency is glorified to the point where women are told that they don't need anyone, you know? And to me, you know, but like to me, like real strength is knowing how to build, how to nurture and pour into others without losing yourself. Like that's real womanhood, you know what I mean? So like I don't know, like this whole notion with independency, it's not a good message and it's not healthy for like the youth. You know what I mean? If we actually like promote pygmies more, actually like the act of service of being a woman, the act of service of being a mother, the act of service of being a nurturer, of wanting to raise, being an educator to your kid, because ultimately you're supposed to, women not supposed, yeah, you're supposed to be at home to make sure this place is actually a real place, of foundation with values. When you step into this place, this is a kingdom. This is a place where you are no longer in the society norms. You're inside the norms of your house, or the morals of your house, and the values that your house is being brought up. Like it's different. So when you talk about pygmies, I get a little bit confused, and because I think that they should be embraced a lot more, and we should embrace women who are so-called pygmies, you know, and independency should be. It's not something to embrace. It actually has tarnished us, and the generations have shown now the frustrations that we are in because of the the, the corruption and the promotion and the programming of independency.
Infidelity and having all these hoes, but they married.
I'm on a new level.
And that's the
Right.
ironic part, right? Yeah.
It's gonna be cap, real, don't it?
Good.
They be capping.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
always capping.
Yeah.
And they influence the culture more than anyone else. That's the irony of it all.
Hey, real quick, can I get anybody want to give a final thought on this? Close this
Yeah,
out?
I don't think only
Okay.
two people talk, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll say something. I've said this before. People call me a pygmy, then they call me a chameleon.
What?
Quite frankly, I'd rather be a chameleon because that's some trill shit. However,
Oh, really?
but no, I cannot stand the idea of a chameleon. You're either submissive or you're not. You either want to be a good wife or you don't. Like, I'm damn near almost 40, and for me to, I'm a pick me up. Like, who does that labels in real communication, in real life relationships? No one is saying, hi, I'm a pick me, or hey, baby, I like you, you a pick me. Like, you're either a good woman or you're not. And that's it. And I see a lot of women that tote the name and one day I'm a pick me, I'm a pick me. But let's be real, you don't know. You're not in a relationship. They can say what they would do to a man, but you don't know because it could be game. A lot of these women say they're pygmies because it does get a lot of likes and views and a lot of attention. But you don't know that particular woman. You don't know who she is in the house. That's just, I mean, it's just real. So damn this, are you a pygmy or not?
With apartments.com capturing the hearts of hundreds of...
Man, these commercials, man, almost get me. Try to get me copyright up here.
Why do you believe a man should lead? Start asking those questions. Why do you believe what you believe? And I have always said, I hear echo. Maybe it's me. I have always said my views are traditional because I'm Christian. That's it. Why I say this on how a man should be the leader? Because God said so. Why I say that I should be a helpmate? Because God created me to be so. That's it. I am no label but God's child, and He told me how I'm supposed to walk in this life as a woman, and that's what I follow. So all this pick me and the titles, I think it's BS. You're either a good woman or you're not. You either have traditional values. You can say modern woman or not. At the end of the day, we're all modern. The world is modern. Ain't nobody here churning butter.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So, but where is your head at? Where do you think when we're in a household and I have to work because we live in a modern society, where is your head at? How do you treat your husband? And why do you treat your husband that? If they not giving you a why, then I would be wary. Because they're just saying it for you to like it. But if they don't believe it, if their walk doesn't wholly say it in everything they do in their actions, then I call cap.
Oh.
And most of the
You're a
times,
pygmy. You a pick me and a chameleon there. Yeah, you definitely.
Go ahead, Q.
and most of the times, who calls women pygmies?
Women.
No, what kind of women?
Women that don't want to do anything more than bare minimum.
I've only heard black women call other women pygmies.
Thank you, Q.
Or
Thank you.
if
Thank
it's a man mad because he didn't get picked by that girl.
Thank you.
That's
These are the
it.
facts. These
Have you
are
ever been
facts.
called a pick me by a white woman, Courtney?
You're a pick me, Courtney. You
They
said
probably
no
don't know
white
what
girl
the hell
ever.
that word is.
You perfected that.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on,
yeah.
hold on. How do white women
I want
sound
to hear
here?
this. I want to hear this.
You want me to
answer.
do it? You want me to do the white girl
Yeah,
voice?
yeah. How do
again?
Jewish women sound? Bro?
Amazing.
They sound like, oh, Courtney, you're a pick-me. Said
Can
no
y'all
white
stop
woman
mimicking white
ever.
people now?
Wait. I want to hear
No,
Courtney's
no.
answer.
Stop it, girls.
Wait, Courtney.
I mean, I guess I might have heard it more from women saying that I'm a pick me, and then it turned to mammy.
No,
Well,
have you heard
black
a
or
white
white
woman
women, black
called
or
you
white women, too.
No,
just
but
learned
white
about
women
women.
they don't use that terminology.
Exactly.
Exactly.
White women, there's no other culture that uses the term pick me. You want to know why? Because they're taught just to be a wife. And what is a good wife?
Right.
It ain't no, I'm a pick me. I'm not. You either a good woman or you not. You either good in a relationship or you not. It ain't no pick me, pick me. We only do that here.
And that when
Like you just split
women
the
say
uprights just now. You literally just split the uprights. Like
Well, that's why I don't do that term. I don't do that. I don't use the word pick me. I don't like to be called it. You call me, I don't give a shit. But I don't like that term because I'm just a woman and I have traditional views and values. That's it. That's it.
But I don't get why men. I've heard that shit before from women and men. I'm like, who am I trying to get picked from on the panel? Like, hello?
And not just
especially on the late lives. Like I hear you're picking
men
from
have called you a pick me?
who do I want to get picked from on
I
the
think
late lives?
pick-me's pretend. If that, I don't know. Either pick-me's pretend or pick-me's intimidate women that aren't.
You gotta call them out. Put an address on that. What pick me?
That's not my problem. They weren't born to nurture and to cook, to clean. That's not my problem. You were raised that
I
way.
agree.
JR, can I get one more point? My fault.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel.
I got you.
Address on it.
It is what it is.
What? Wait. Hold on. Put an address on it.
What?
Yes.
Man, they got a lot of commercials on this freaking podcast. Only 15 minutes on on this clip, and they got like what 3 commercials already? Goddamn.
What women are we saying?
No, I've heard it on
My
Clubhouse.
definition
Hold on.
for women that are demeaning to other women
Who?
while trying to be chosen by men.
Who? Name them. Put an address on it. Like, give me names. Like, give me Lady T Mogulette is designated as a
I've
person.
been called to pick me before because I constantly speak up in spaces. I speak up for my black men. I speak up for the things that they deal with, and I speak to the things that other women do that may make them feel like they cannot necessarily trust women.
Ain't nobody ever called it no pick me, girl.
I was about to say the same thing, Quest.
Cut it out.
Quest is reading my mind.
What was that?
Hey, don't believe that she pick me, y'all. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? For me, like I feel like hyper independence can be like a trauma response. Like it says, like, to me it says I've been hurt, so I won't rely on anyone again. But healing and growing into your feminine role allows you to open up to healthier love, interdependence, and a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like being a wife, a nurturer, a mother, it's not a weakness. It's wisdom. It's not settling. It's stability. And in a world that's becoming more chaotic, women need women who embrace peace, softness, and structure in a home are the real rebels. Like for real. Like we need to really embrace these women who are embracing being a home, who are sacrificing, their independency for the greater good of their culture, their legacy, their family, their last names. They look beyond what the surface level or the physical can see. What people can see is beyond that. They're looking for a legacy. They have something they stand for. They have something they believe in, and these women needs to be embraced. I kid you not.
I said, ain't nobody ever called you no pick me. Cut it out.
Oh, I mean, that's cute. I wish that was the case because it's annoying as fuck. But I've definitely been called to pick me. I mean, it's cute because y'all see what y'all see on this panel, but my life definitely is more than here. So anyway, like I was saying before, the assumptions and the inaccurate assessments came in.
Yeah, my bad. I made some assumptions.
You definitely made an assumption.
I feel like you're capping, but
But anyway, like I was saying, there are women that try to make it seem like doing bare minimum is like what you're supposed to do, and they kind of resent women that are willing to do what they want to do for their dudes, and that's why they end up being called pygmies.
All right, go ahead, Chaotic.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to say this real quick. I forgot who it was, but somebody has said that they would rather Black women be upfront, and that the whole pick me thing is generally what white women do. But this is something I've noticed that white women do perfectly. Let's use the restaurant example. When I go into a restaurant, I literally will go to the host and I will ask the host to not put me in a zone with a Black waitress. Now, a lot of times it's shocking to the hostess. And
That's
the
crazy.
reason is that Black women are upfront. If they have an attitude, they have an attitude and they'll show it to you. If they're upset about something, they'll show it to you. This is just me. I've made live streams about this. That upfront mentality, what it does is it's bad for business. And so while a white woman,
Hey man, blah 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 blah. I ain't gonna even continue with whatever he talking about. I'm not liking where he going with it. I'm not even gonna continue. Respect to everything else that he probably said, but you know what I'm saying. That in the statement, I'm not with that. But anyway, man, to close out, man, you know, I really feel like um, if women, if you are a pick me, all right, if you are a woman with pick me energy, I want you to know you're not crazy. You're not outdated. You are not wrong. You're walking in purpose. Keeping you like I just want you guys to keep building your homes, your faith, your character, the kind of woman these like honestly, you're the kind of woman that the world needs. You're the kind of woman that the world needs more of, like plain and simple, you know. We need to embrace pygmy women more than making fun of them. And the women who are making fun of them, I wish that you guys would see the importance of actually being interdependent instead of being more dependent, so that you know, because it's bigger than you. The world is bigger than just yourself. uh Men, I hope the men who are walking out of their kids lives, that they realize that the world is bigger than themselves. It's about building a legacy, so they got to walk more purposeful instead of, you know, sticking your ding dong in every little thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to move more purposeful with your ding dong, so that you know you can build legacies at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we our last name is bigger than just a name. You know, it stands for something. It comes with a legacy that previous people in your bloodlines stood for something. And at the end of the day, it has to continue. Only for the better of humanity. Y'all like what I'm pushing? Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. If y'all got any content that you think I should react to, go ahead and let me know. Leave a comment down below so I can know the content that you would like me to react to, so I can go ahead or hit my Instagram or hit my email. Or like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.